Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I've been so busy that I haven't got Demi's vlog up. I only have a few clients I'm still vlogging with at the moment because again, they're only so popular and it's almost like a lot of people got burned out on the vlogs because I've done so many hundreds of them at this point because I've had at least 20 clients vlog at this point. You know, and some of them have done 50 plus, you know, and there's a point where, you know, not everyone wants to watch the vlog. So just consolidating it down really to a few important ones, people who really want to do the vlogs, who I really think are good for outreach in their own way. And Demi's kind of in that category. And I think it's because a lot of people can relate to Demi. You know, he's just now breaking into strength sports. You know, he's really kind of like a late intermediate strength athlete. And so, you know, just watching his progress, I think is kind of fun for people. You know, I think it'd be kind of fun for people because again, you know, there's a lot of lifters out there who can relate. Not everybody, you know, and I hate to say it, not everybody can relate to someone who deadlifts 700 pounds. Okay. I mean, realistically. Right? Realistically. It's like Brent and I talked about that. I've got Brent back in and he said, do we want to start vlogging again? You know, I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I'll leave that up to you. I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, Brent's back on Team Blaha. He came back after some time away. You know, but yeah, I feel like with Demi, we've got some good stuff there. That was a bench PR, though, by the way, I believe that was a 5 kilo PR. We did 220 kilogram on a pause deadlift, which is obviously harder. We didn't get any supplemental work on his max effort upper day, but we got it on the lower day here. So we're doing obviously these safety bar good mornings, and he's getting strong at these. Like he's getting stronger. You know, he was very strong on the straight bar, but again, it's just trying to keep his shoulders in a good position. I was getting some overuse, and he has the safety bar. I'm like, let's do some good mornings with this bad boy. You know, we can't use as much weight usually, but he's up there getting up to some respectable weight now, right? We're past the 2 plate mark. He's throwing all that change on there, right? And that's per side, obviously. It's not just 2 plates. Then, of course, we have his belt squats, right? We do belt squats. We do reverse hypers. I don't know if we got reverse hyper footage on this day. He apologized. All the stuff's going to be in landscape on the back half. Unfortunately, it's all going to be in landscape. You know, it happens. Sometimes my lifters do that. I always try to get people to do the, you know, I need them in a wider thing for the vlogs usually. I can make easier reels out of the others. You know, with my vloggers, I like them like this. I like them being able to take up the full screen. But yeah, belt squats, he's getting better at performing these. And you know, that's kind of the tricky thing. He's a tall lifter. He's got long legs, you know. He's like 6'3". He's up there, which is why, you know, I've talked about we have to really fill him out per weight class. You know, he has a lot of room to grow. I mean, realistically, he needs to be 120 kilograms eventually long term. Like, we're not trying to get fat. All right, dynamic effort upper day, we do speed benching. All right, we do speed benching. We do some incline work. I have him doing JM presses. Now, some people are like, how come you don't ever do both, coach? You don't ever incline and JM press at the same time, you know? Well, I usually don't because it's a lot. Keep in mind relative strength. Okay, in his case, his upper body is lagging a little bit behind his lower. We're having to get, you know, pecs and triceps and everything caught up. Right? We got to get it all caught up to his lower body. He's very, very strong relative on the lower body, right? So, you know, and speaking of which, oh man, I'm just rambling through this vlog. That's okay. You guys are used to that. I do that sometimes. I just realized that was a safety bar squat, not a pause deadlift. He did the pause deadlift this week. He did that this week. That was 180 kg on the safety bar. Okay. He only recently, not that long ago, broke 180 kilograms on a back squat ever, like finally. And then we pushed past that. Now he's hitting it on the safety bar, which is more difficult. Anyone who's used it knows that. All right. Totally different beast. Totally different beast. So I digress. I apologize for getting it wrong. It's because I think he's got the pause deadlift this week, and I'm behind on getting his vlog up. I got so tied up with other stuff I did, interviews, doing all that stuff. I got so busy with other things I didn't get around to doing his vlog. And now I'm getting the max effort lifts confused. I apologize, everybody. It just happens. You know what? Life goes on. The show must go on. Of course, you're going to get people who are like, Coach, you could have just restarted. That's not how we do it. Not how we do it. In Team Blaha, we show our mess ups. We show our mistakes. Right? Just like those failed lifts, man. I can get tongue-tied and say some wrong stuff and still show it to you guys, as long as it's not going to get me in trouble. That's the main thing. The main thing. It might get me in trouble, though. People be like, Coach Blaha is dumb. He doesn't know what lift he's talking about. He just called a safety bar squat a pause deadlift. Look how dumb he is. Oh no. That would be the worst thing anybody said about me all day. Right? I don't know how I will ever get over it. Let's get over to the dynamic effort. Lower. All right. Safety bar box squats. He's getting better at doing these the way that I want him to. All right. Trying to keep those handles in a fairly fixed position. All right. You're not trying to push them up or down. All right. Speed pulls. Conventional. We don't do sumo for him. He's not suited to the lift. It just doesn't work for his structure, so we don't do it. All my lifters pull conventional, by the way. Some of them pull sumo and conventional. Some of them are stronger on sumo when we run with it. But if someone is just really structurally unsuited to sumo, and I always have a couple lifters who are in that category, we don't mess with it. We don't bother. We don't do it. Right? Why? There's no need. Of course, I have Demi do back work on both his upper and lower days. We do rows of different types. Dumbbell, barbell. Here he's doing some more good mornings. I'm just going to let this run out. You guys can watch the rest of his supplemental lifts. You don't need to hear me ramble on. You guys can watch him train, and we'll finish it up. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.